Knock, knock. Hello, my name is Danielle. I'm going to be your student nurse today. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Can I verify your name and your date of birth? Name?
Carla Bernardo, May 2385.
All right, great. I'm here to do an assessment of you. I'll just be palpating you just very lightly, taking a little assessment of you. I may at some point have you just expose yourself just a little bit, but it looks like we are in a room free of visitors. I'm going to provide us some privacy so that no one is in here and no one sees you. Are you in any type of distress or discomfort?
No, ma'am.
All right, do you know where you are?
Yes, I'm in Cincinnati State Hospital.
Okay, and do you know why you're here?
Yeah, my appendix.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll take a look at that and get the report so that the doctor can come look at you, okay?
Okay, I had my appendix taken out,
Oh, so you're recovering?
Yeah.
All right, so just a follow-up appointment?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna first go ahead and wash my hands. I'm gonna make sure the bed is at working height. And I'm gonna just tell you a few things. I'm gonna ask you 3 questions at the end. I need you to remember these 3 names, okay? Ball, flag, and tree, okay?
Flag and tree, okay.
All right, perfect. So I'm just gonna take a look at your skin here. Looks like your skin is very fair for your ethnicity here. Nothing abnormal with that. I also don't see any bruising or any tears or discoloration or breaking bones. Everything looks good.
Thank you.
All right, so while I'm looking here, I'm just gonna check some cap refill of 3 of your toes here. And it looks like they're very brisk, less than 3 seconds on this toe.
Okay.
And less than 3 seconds on that toe as well, so very brisk there. I'm also gonna check cap refill on your fingers here. All right, looks like you're staying hydrated there, very good.
Yes.
All right, and so first I'm gonna go ahead and I wanna have you read something. I wanna check your vision. Do you wear glasses or anything like that?
Sometimes.
All right, just for reading or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have them here with you to use?
Oh, yes.
You do? Okay. Yeah. With the assessment, it's vision. You're allowed to use your glasses if you wear them regularly, okay? Can you read that title of the book for me, please?
Nursing.
All right, thank you so very much. To me, it looks like your speech is very coherent. I'm able to decipher what you're saying. I'm gonna go ahead and just have you swallow for me so I can see your reflex there. All right, and it is present, so we're good to go with that. All right. All right, so let's see here. We have had that done here, so I'm just gonna check and make sure that we do your vitals and everything's good to go. All right, so my 5 vital signs would be blood pressure, heart rate, temperature, O2, and pulse, okay? So those 5 things I will go ahead and check and make sure that we're good to go. And I'm gonna go ahead and do your hearing, okay? I'm gonna whisper something in your ear by covering this ear up, and I want you to repeat it, okay?
Okay. Join.
Let's try another word. I think my enunciation may be off, okay?
Okay. 5. 5.
All right, yes. So the second time around, her hearing was good. I think we had a little issue with the word that I chose, but I think we are good to go with that. Hearing is intact. I don't see any hearing aids. You don't use those regularly, correct? All right, perfect. So I'm gonna first go ahead and check your pulses, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna first do your radial pulse. I'm gonna check your thumb here. I'm gonna feel that pulse. It is present and it's +2. I'm gonna check the other side here on the thumb side. Oh, yes, those pulses are there, +2. All right, next I'm gonna do your brachial. I'm going to the pinky side here and I'm gonna feel for that. All right, +2 as well, pinky side. Oh, very good there. I would say that one's bounding. No, we're gonna say +2. +2, so they're equal on both sides.
Okay.
And so we are gonna tell you where I would check your femoral pulse. It will be there. We're gonna have your popliteal pulse up under your knee. I'm gonna make sure I check both of those.
Okay.
And they are present. All right, and I have your dorsal pedalis. I'm gonna look over that second toe here. All right, both present, +2. And I'm gonna also do that posterior tibial here. All right, so it looks like all your pulses are good there, Miss Carla. Any questions for me as I'm going through this?
No.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna check to see if you have any edema going on while I'm doing an assessment. Okay, no edema. Check the other leg here. No edema there either. Level consciousness is great. Everything is good to go. All right, so let's take a look. I'm going to look at your abdomen first, okay? I'm going to first get my stethoscope because for your assessment of the abdomen, I'm going to make sure I look then I'm going to auscultate, and then I'll palpate, okay?
Okay.
So I don't see any distension or anything like that. I don't see anything abnormal. Everything is fine. Okay, and so I'm gonna go ahead now and I'm going to listen. So I'm gonna start with the right lower quadrant here, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take a listen for a full minute or until I hear vowel sounds, and they are present. Good. I'm gonna go to the right upper quadrant. Listen for a full minute. I hear those vowel sounds. Good. The left upper quadrant. Good. All right. Left lower quadrant. Full minute as well. All right. So I have listened to the quadrant in all 4 places. I hear vowel sounds, so they are present and good. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to palpate. I'm just going to feel for any masses or anything that may be painful to you. You said you had your appendix, so I'm going to be very careful with my palpating here. And it looks like that appendix healed up just fine because I don't feel any abnormalities here. It looks like everything's good to go, okay? All right, perfect. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna check your respiratory, okay? So I'm gonna have you just sit up for me.
Okay.
And when I have you sitting up first, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do your perla, okay? If you could remove your glasses for me. This is just gonna help me see how your eyes react to the light here. Let's see if I can get it on first. Oh, we just pressing in. This one's a little different. All right, so I'm gonna come in from the side, okay? And you just look straight forward, okay? I'm just looking to see if your eye reacts to the light. All right, coming in from the side. Good there. I'm gonna come in from this side. All right, perfect. And I'm gonna have you look at this pin here. I'm gonna come towards you. I just want you to follow it towards you, okay? Just checking for accommodation. All right, I'm gonna have you follow my pin. Good. All right, so I see that her pupils are equal, react to the light, and they're accommodated. You were able to go ahead and follow that for me. So I'm perfectly fine. Everything's good with your eyes, okay? All right, now that I'm checking for respiratory, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure your chest is expanding equally, okay? So I'm gonna just touch you a little bit lightly here. And I'm gonna do the front and the back, okay? Posterior, anterior. So if you could just take a deep breath for me. All right, one more. All right, chest expansion is even on both sides. All right, breathe for me. One more time. All right, Miss Carla, on the back, on the posterior side, your respirations are good too. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a listen to you, okay? I'm gonna do the front, your sides, and your back, okay? So first, I need you to take off your shirt because I need to listen to it on your bare skin, okay?
Okay.
All right, so listen for your lungs. So I'm gonna start above your clavicle, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and every time I touch it, take a deep breath for me. Take a deep breath. All right, I'm just hearing for the symmetrically. All right, good. Deep breath. All right, just checking to make sure those lungs are clear. I don't hear any congestion. I'm just making sure I'm maintaining it on the bare skin here without exposing you. Deep breath. All right. All right. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and take a listen to your bilateral, okay? Your lateral side. So if you can lift this up for me. I'll take a listen to you. All sound good. I'm gonna make the triangle here, that way I can listen to. All right. Sounds good, and I want to compare it to this side. I remember how it sounds. I'm just looking for this for it to sound the same. Make sure there's no distinctions there. Another triangle here. All right, so your respiratory sounds good, Miss Carla. Everything is clear. Your S1 and S2 are present. I don't hear any murmurs, no abnormalities. Everything is good to go, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna take a listen to your backside, okay? I'm gonna make the hourglass shape here. I'm gonna start above your clavicle, your chest here, your back here. Take a deep breath for me. Good. And I'm gonna avoid that blade there. So I'm gonna make that hourglass shape. Good and clear there, Miss Carla. Good. Keeping it on that bare skin. Good and clear. Thanks for all those deep breaths for me. All right, lung sounds are very clear. I don't hear anything in the back as well. So the posterior, the anterior, and the bilateral sounds all sound good, okay? The next thing that I'm gonna go ahead and have you do is I'm gonna listen to your heart, okay? So I'm gonna flip my stethoscope here. I'm gonna do the bell and the diaphragm, okay? So you'll see me flip that. So I'm gonna first start by listening to your aorta, okay? But I'm gonna find your landmarks, okay? So we're gonna start with the suprasternum notch. We're gonna go down to the angle of Louis. I'm gonna go over to the second intercostal space there, and I'm gonna listen to the aortic area, okay? All right. Sounds good. All right, now that I have your aorta area, I'm gonna check your pulmonary area. So I'm gonna go over to the left side here, and I'm going to go down to leave it there on the second intercostal space, okay? I'm gonna switch it. Very good. All right, now I'm gonna go down to, after the pulmonary, I'm gonna go to the tricuspid. I'm gonna go down to the fourth intercostal space. All right, I'm gonna take a listen. All right, after your tricuspid, we're gonna go down to your mitral valve. I'm gonna go down to the fifth intercostal space to the midclavicular line, and I'm gonna take a listen here. All right. All right, so I have listened to all your areas, okay? And it looks like you are doing good. It looks like I hear the S1 and the S2 nodes. I kind of got that screwed up there with the respiratory. I was listening to your lungs then, and they were clear and everything. So now this time I was able to listen with your heart, with the bell and diaphragm, and everything is sounding good to go, okay? Can you tell me those 3 words that I had you tell me?
Fall, flag, tree.
Great, so it looks like your memory is sharp with that short-term memory. I'm gonna also have you do a little walk for me, okay? I'm gonna have you just stand up here, place your shoes if you would like. All right, so I'm gonna have you come to me, okay? Walk heel to toe. All right, turn around. All right, and your gait is perfect, good to go, okay? So when I have you take a sit, I just wanna see how strong you are, okay? All right, so what I'm gonna have you do, okay? I'm gonna have you push up against me, okay? So with your hands, I want you to push up against my hands. All right, I want you to push down for my hands. All right, grab my fingers. Let me see you squeeze them, pretty strong there. I'm gonna have you do the same thing with your feet, okay? I want you to push against my feet, push up against them. All right, very strong. Everything is equal. I feel both strengths on both sides. You're very strong, very healthy. Do you have any more questions for me?
No, ma'am.
All right, great. So your vision was fine, your hearing was fine, your swallowing reflex was fine, your level of consciousness was great. You knew where you were. Everything was good with your gait. Your lung sounds were perfect. Your cardio was perfect. I checked your abdomen. Your neuro was great. We did our general survey. It looks like we have crossed everything needed off for the doctor so that you are good for your checkup with him, okay? All right. Thank you so very much. And this concludes my video.